to my YouTube. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to be showing you how to make this awesome fleece jacket. And this is a tie-dye print. It's going to be a fleece fabric tutorial. This jacket is so warm in the wintertime, and I love to make these. And this is just a zipper jacket with really big sleeves. You can make the sleeves however big you want them to. But I love this jacket, it's so warm. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. For this tutorial, you will need 2 yards of fabric. This is a fleece jacket tutorial. So the fleece fabric is usually pretty wide, so it should be plenty. Make sure you put the right sides together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a jacket from my closet that I like to wear and it fits me pretty good. And I'm just going to use that for the pattern for this tutorial. I do not use paper patterns. Sometimes I'll make my own, but I just prefer to get items out of my closet that I already own. So if you watch any of my tutorials, I do not use pattern. And I always make my jackets way bigger than what my pattern is right here. So I'm probably going to cut out to about as far as I can on each side, so I have enough for my seam allowance. And also make sure you leave enough at the bottom for your hem and leave enough at the top so that way you can hem the top of the jacket too. I'm also going to make my sleeves or my sleeve holes bigger too, because I want my sleeves to be pretty big. I want them a lot bigger than this jacket. You're just going to make a curve. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go up a little bit further. So now for the shoulders, you're just going to cut a slant. And it's totally up to you what kind of neck you want to do. I'm just going to do sort of like a scoop neck on mine. So I'm just going to cut a little bit lower. And just make a curve. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my material like this so I can get the exact dimensions on the other side. We're going to go ahead and move on to the sleeves. So now you just want to lay your fabric out, the rest of it, and make sure that the wrong side is facing out and your right sides are together. So I've got my sleeve pattern right here that I'm going to use. And I actually want to do a bell sleeve, so I don't want to do a sleeve exactly like this. Okay, so now that you've got 4 pieces cut out, you'll just attach it to your jacket piece. I know these look huge, but it will come together, and it's always better to use more material than less, so that's why I always make everything so ginormous, and I do want it to be a bigger fleece jacket. This piece from earlier, the main jacket piece, you're going to sew where you pinned it earlier. So now your piece should look like this, and I actually had to cut a little bit off the bottom because it was too long, and it still looks very wide, but if it's too big you can always take it in. Go ahead and just hem the neck piece and the bottom. So at the neck you'll just take it and fold it over once, And then you'll just fold it over again, and then you'll just pin it all around. Now your coat should look like this. You should have your neck hemmed, the bottom should be hemmed. Now what we're gonna do are the sleeves. Go ahead and put the right sides of the fabric together, and then you'll just pin. So this is the top of your sleeve on the jacket, and this is the bottom. So you're just gonna pin all the way here. Don't pin at the ends, just pin on the side. So now your sleeve should be sewn together. So the next step is attaching your sleeves, and what you're gonna do is turn your main piece, the jacket, inside out. Okay, so you're gonna put both right sides fabric together. So you're gonna take the jacket and the sleeve, and you're gonna place them together, make sure that your seams match up. So I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing, but the armhole is where you're attaching the sleeve, and it's just gonna be right sides together, and you're just gonna pin it all around. Okay, now it should look like this. Okay, so now that your sleeves are attached, they should look like this. All you're gonna do next is just hem the sleeves, and make sure you try it on to make sure that it's the desired length. So mine was a little too long, the sleeves were, so I just cut them off a little bit shorter. So you'll just go ahead and hem the bottom. Okay, the last step for this tutorial is to add a zipper. This is an 18-inch separating zipper. Your first step is to cut it right down the middle. Now all you're going to do is take your material and fold it over once, and then put it on top of your zipper on the outside. It should look like this when you're done. Now you're just going to sew it where your pins are, and you don't have to use a zipper foot. I do not use one, but it does make it a little bit easier